Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal a preview clip has been released for the week of May 12, 2025. It shows Hope Logan, Annika Noel, making a vow to Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton. However, Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, overhears. Daphne Rose, Muriel Hilaire, seizes an opportunity. Plus, Liam turns to John Finnegan, Tanner Novlan, to make his dying wish come true. Steffi Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline Missins Wood, told Hope the truth about Liam's condition. While Liam might not like that Steffi betrayed him, she did it for a good reason. Now Hope will sit with Liam as they discuss the inoperable brain tumor. Hope tries to tell Liam that she doesn't want to waste any more time apart. She just wants to be with him. However, Liam is looking at Hope like she's lost her mind. Unfortunately, Carter eavesdrops on Liam and Hope's private conversation. Carter is distraught when he hears Hope pledge her love to Liam. While Daphne Rose, Muriel Hilaire, will try to seize the opportunity to grab her man, Carter still wants Hope. In fact, later this week, Carter tells Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, that he still hasn't given up on a future with the disgraced designer. Even though Carter has made it clear that he still wants Hope, Daphne refuses to get the hint. Daphne will keep pushing her pouty lips onto Carter's mouth and urging him to forget about his former flame. Daphne wants Carter for herself and doesn't mind looking like a fool doing it. However, the pushier that Daphne gets, the more fed up Carter could become. Daphne's pushiness could be what is pushing Carter back toward Hope in the first place. It doesn't scream bold, independent, passionate woman. It screams desperation and low self-esteem. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Liam will go to Finn at the hospital with a special request. Liam wants Finn to promise that he will make sure Hope and Steffi have forgiven each other when he's gone. Finn doesn't think it's possible, and that's a huge request to put on the good doctor. However, Finn won't be able to tell a dying man no. He will likely just agree to try his best. As the sun rises on another week in Los Angeles, the Forresters, Logans, and Spencers find themselves deeper in an emotional and strategic whirlwind. The week of May 12, 2025, promises explosive revelations, shocking partnerships, and desperate acts as Hope Logan finds clarity in heartbreak. Carter Walton plays a risky game of espionage, and Dr. John Finnegan embarks on a mission so daunting, it could change everything he believes in. Hope's vow. From heartache to her own power. Hope Logan has been a woman walking a tightrope for months. The triangle with Thomas Forrester and her complicated feelings about Liam's fall from grace with Steffi has left her raw and unmoored. But this week, Hope reaches her limit. After a tense encounter with Thomas, who has seemingly moved on with a mysterious new model, Celine, a French beauty with haunting eyes and a cryptic past, Hope finds herself reeling. On Monday, Hope confides in Brooke that she feels like everyone around her keeps choosing new paths, while she's stuck in limbo. But Brooke, ever the Logan matriarch, encourages Hope to stop waiting and start doing. That night, Hope takes a walk through the Forrester Creations showroom and stares at the sketches she used to design with passion. Her eyes fall on a gown, unfinished, raw, emotional. It's a design she started during her last romantic high with Thomas. And in that moment, something inside her shifts. By Tuesday, Hope makes a vow. No more waiting for men to define her. No more letting heartbreak stagnate her soul. She calls a late-night meeting with the executive team and proposes a bold relaunch of Hope for the future without Thomas. The decision sends shockwaves. Steffi warns Hope this is professional suicide. Rich asks if this is about emotion or business. But Hope holds firm. This is about me taking back my power. I built this line. I can rebuild it. Alone. In a powerful montage on Wednesday, Hope begins assembling a new team. Unexpected faces from the international division, interns hungry for a shot, and even Remy, Yes, Remy, the charming and troubled designer who has a complicated history with Zend and Luna. Hope sees raw talent in him and makes a daring move. She offers him a co-creative director position. It's risky, but her gut tells her she needs someone unpolished, someone brave. Remy accepts, though Luna watches with deep concern. By Thursday, Thomas returns from a short trip with Celine and is blindsided by Hope's announcement. In a volatile confrontation, he accuses her of throwing away everything they built. But Hope's response is fierce. "I'm not throwing it away, Thomas. I'm building something new, something that doesn't need to lean on you or anyone." Hope's vow becomes more than professional, it becomes personal. Friday's final scene shows her standing alone in the showroom, wearing the unfinished gown. "I don't need to be saved," she whispers to herself. "I'm done playing the muse. I am the masterpiece now." Carter's spy game. Undercover for the truth. As the walls close in around Forrester Creations with whispers of internal sabotage and strange leaks to the press, Carter Walton steps out of his comfort zone and into the shadows. On Monday, Steffi and Ridge share their concerns with Carter. Sensitive business information is slipping out, a European competitor is mirroring their designs, and someone is clearly feeding data to the outside. Carter offers to quietly investigate. Carter starts with the basics: access logs, shipment orders, internal emails. But on Tuesday, something doesn't add up. A file on Hope for the Futures budget has been opened dozens of times by someone with no need for access. Daphne, the new digital analyst. She's charming, disarming, and oddly close to Zend. Carter doesn't confront her outright. Instead, he begins shadowing her subtly. He arranges coincidental meetings, flirts with small talk, and quietly examines her computer while she's away. But he's not prepared for what he finds on Wednesday: an encrypted folder named Forrester's_contacts and a list of email addresses that trace back to none other than Justin Barber. Yes, Justin, once Bill Spencer's right-hand man and later a turncoat legal shark, is somehow involved again. Carter realizes he's not just dealing with a mole, he's dealing with a corporate spy network. On Thursday, Carter confides only in Katie, whom he still trusts implicitly. Katie's reaction is swift and fierce. She wants Carter to go to the authorities. But Carter refuses. "If we act too soon, they'll vanish. I want to catch them red-handed." Katie warns him about the emotional cost. "This is who you are now, playing cloak and dagger instead of fighting in court." But Carter replies with gravitas. "This is about protecting what we built. I won't let it be stolen." By Friday, Carter sets a trap. He sends a fake financial projection for the Hope for the Future relaunch to Daphne's server, laced with a digital tracer. The moment she accesses it and forwards the data, Carter will know exactly where it's going and who else is involved. The final scene of the week shows Carter watching a screen in his dimly lit office as the file pings. Opened. Forwarded to unknown@midpacificindustries.net. Carter's spy game is only just beginning. Finn's impossible mission: choose love or blood. Dr. John Finnegan thought marrying Steffi Forrester would be the most complicated decision of his life. He was wrong. After Sheila Carter's death and shocking resurrection again, Finn has been tormented by dreams, guilt, and a gnawing need for answers. Last week, he received an anonymous package. Inside, a USB drive with a video of Sheila in an undisclosed location, alive, speaking to someone off-camera. Her words: "They think I'm gone. But I never left, and I won't leave without my son." The sender remains unknown. But this week, Finn begins his impossible mission: find Sheila and put an end to her madness once and for all. On Monday, Finn tells Lai, his adoptive mother, about the video. Her reaction is cold fury. "You promised you were done chasing ghosts. Let her rot in the shadows." But Finn can't. What if she comes for Steffi? For the kids? "I have to finish this." He begins piecing together clues: video metadata, background noises, a faint sign in the window. With help from a forensic specialist he once trained with, Finn traces the signal to an abandoned wellness retreat in Northern California, once run by a cult with ties to Sheila's past. Tuesday and Wednesday unfold like a thriller. Finn leaves Los Angeles under the guise of attending a medical conference. But he's really trekking through dense forest, reaching the crumbling compound. There he finds remnants of a recent inhabitant, women's clothes, a lock of hair dyed red, and a photo of him and Hayes, taken last year at the beach. The implication chills him to the bone. Sheila's been watching. On Thursday, Finn hears a voice in the shadows. "I knew you'd come." Sheila steps from the trees, alive, gaunt but electrified with her signature manic intensity. Finn confronts her. "Why fake your death again?" Her answer, "Because I had to disappear. They'd never let me near you otherwise." But it's more than that. Sheila tells Finn she's dying. She claims a rare blood disorder is ravaging her, and she has months to live. "I didn't come back to hurt anyone," she pleads. "I came to see you. One last time. To ask you to forgive me." Finn's world shatters. He wants to believe she's lying. But when she collapses in front of him on Friday, convulsing and bleeding from her mouth, he rushes to her aid instinctively. Despite everything, he's still a doctor, still her son, and possibly still her only hope. As Finn calls in a medical evac, his eyes blur with tears and conflict. The final frame of the week zooms in on Sheila's face as she whispers, "You came for me, my sweet boy." Closing thoughts. A week of power, secrets, and crossroads. This week on The Bold and the Beautiful, the power dynamics shift in seismic ways. Hope reclaims her voice, Carter becomes a lone warrior in a silent war, and Finn finds himself walking the fine line between justice and blood loyalty. By the end of the week, alliances will be tested, truths will crack the surface, and no one, absolutely no one, will emerge unscathed. As the City of Angels watches silently, the bold make their moves, and the beautiful pay the price. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Boldy and BAUUTFAVUL UPDAT YouTube channel for more update news.